Alright, thanks for clicking on the video. This is Gulpane, just back with a quick PSP review here, and this one is Guilty Gear Judgment, and this is a fighting game. Well, it's like a one-on-one fighter, but you can also do like sideward scrolling as well. So I like the sideward scrolling bit, because the one-on-one fighter game, I don't know, that sort of genre has just like died a death. I know there's like Street Fighter 6, it's still out. It's more like a competitive thing now, as opposed to just kind of playing it on one player. But and obviously Tekken is still there as well, Mortal Kombat. But I think those have gravitated towards more like one player content. So yeah, it wasn't as popular as it used to be. But obviously, genres can't stay popular forever. So this one was developed by Arc System Works and published by Majesco Entertainment, and it was released in the EU on August 3rd, 2007. So this one, very sort of interesting game. It's got a port of the Guilty Gear X2 Reload, which is the side-scrolling one. That was the one I sort of played most, and the the other game is just the regular Guilty Gear, which is what I've associated with Guilty Gear, which is like the one-on-one fighter. So there's it's interesting how this is technically like a compilation as well, because it's got like Guilty Gear Judgment, which is the main game, but then it's got like the other one as well. So kind of similar to the other compilation games, or at least they give you like a second game, with this, because a lot of the PSP games, the compilation games, they give you loads of games, but a lot of them are really old and they're not very good. So this one at least is a newish one anyway. So I'm completely new. I'm a noob to the Guilty Gear series. I have no idea how many the characters are. I haven't researched the lore or anything. I just picked up the game and started playing it. So I need to go to YouTube and sort of like watch a video on the different characters, who all they are, and what's going on in general with Guilty Gear. So basically, as I can see it anyway, there's a few different characters that you can choose, and they have like, obviously they have like special moves and stuff. The crux of the game, it's pretty kind of normal kind of 2D fighter, with sort of like, it's not supernatural. Well, it is kind of supernatural elements. There is that kind of distinctive Guilty Gear style going on here, with the sort of like, definite anime aesthetic, and sort of like Japanese influenced, obviously, because it's a Japanese game. But yeah, it was okay. I'd need to read more about the characters, because I prefer like the lore and stuff. When I'm, like with a game, I like to know what the story is going on, so I can recognize all the references in the backgrounds and the different things that the characters are doing. And this runs really well on the PSP. It's very fast, and it does that kind of scaling thing that you see in like the SNK games as well, where like, when you go a bit, like when you go away from each other, it scales out a bit, and then when you go in next to each other, the characters are huge, like they're really big. So even more than the SNK games, this sort of does it. The scaling of the sprites, I think so anyway, if they're not all like 3D characters that look like sprites. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, it's really good. I don't know enough about it though, so I'd need to actually play the other Guilty Gear games, and figure a bit more out. But for my my initial interpretation of it, which is the series of PSP reviews that I do, are just like what I think of the game, as opposed to like an in-depth review of it. Just like, like the first kind of impression of it. It is good. The footage I captured here is not running very well. It's I had to put frame scrape on to get it to run okay. So it does run better on the PSP, and yeah, I think I like the sideward scrolling bit better than the one-on-one fighting game, because you kind of have to learn off all the characters, and it's a big commitment initially. But the sideward scrolling edition is an excellent edition, kind of like Tekken Force or something, but a little, well, not as complicated as Tekken Force. Yeah, so that's Guilty Gear for the PSP. If you've played Guilty Gear for the PSP, let me know in the comment section below. And thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.